Welcome to XenaTV.
By the river, soft and mild, a basket held a tiny child. Miriam watched from a reed so green. God's great plan was yet unseen. Baby Moses floating on the Nile, kept by God's love and smile. Through the water, safe and sound, in His love you were found. The princess saw the basket small, heard a baby's gentle call. She held him close, her heart so true, a new life, a dream brand new.
Moses tended his sheep one day, saw a bush that burned but stayed. God called out, "Come close to me, I have a plan to set them free. Take your staff, I'll show my might, I'll guide you through the darkest night. Tell the Pharaoh, let them go, my power's with you, this you'll know." Moses, lead us to freedom, through the desert hand in hand. With God's help, we will follow to the promised land.
Pharaoh ruled with a heart so cold. God sent Moses strong and bold. "Let my people go," he cried, but Pharaoh's heart was full of pride. Let them go, God's great power will surely show. Signs and wonders, mighty and grand, God will lead us to His land. First the river turned to blood, fish were dying, gone was the flood. Then came frogs in leaps and bounds, covering Pharaoh's halls and grounds. Dust turned into biting lice, flies swarmed Egypt, not so nice. Cattle fell, the sickness spread, yet Pharaoh shook his stubborn head. Walls appeared both near and far, hail rained down like falling stars. Locusts swarmed, they ate it all. Pharaoh still refused God's call. Darkness fell for days so long, no light to see, the sun was gone. So Pharaoh said, "I won't obey," but the final plague was on its way. Then one night, a cry so deep, firstborn sons were lost in sleep. But God's own people, safe and sound, marked their doors, His love was found. Pharaoh cried, "Go leave this place." God had shown His mighty grace. With lifted hands we march ahead, trusting in the words God said. Moses led with staff in hand, walking to the promised land.
Through the desert on they fled, with Pharaoh's army close ahead. Trapped between the waves so wide, trust in God, young Moses cried. Moses lifted high his hands, winds obeyed at God's command. Walls of water stood up tall, they walked through, both great and small. Pharaoh's chariots rushed behind, but the waves crashed down in time. Safe and free on the other shore, God will lead us evermore. Oh, Moses, strong and true, God's great love will carry you. Through the desert, hot and wide, God was walking by our side. Cloud by day and fire by night, guiding us in love and light. Step by step, we walk in faith, through the desert by His grace. 40 years, we trust His hand, leading to the promised land. When we hungered, when we cried, God sent manna from the sky. Bread so sweet, a gift so true, every morning fresh and new. When we thirsted, dry and weak, Moses struck the rock, a stream. Water flows so cool and free. God provides for you and me. Step by step, we walk in faith, through the desert by His grace. 40 years, we trust His hand, leading to the promised land. When we strayed and disobeyed, fiery snakes came where